Alright, ready and go. Hi, my name is Mr. Evangelista, and welcome to another episode of Evangelista Science. In this episode, we're going to solve this physics problem. So we have a stone is dropped from a cliff and hits the ground after 3 seconds. First thing we want to figure out is how high is the cliff. Okay, so let's write down some of our variables. The stone is falling due to gravity, so the acceleration is negative 9.8 meters per second squared. Our time, it says that it hit the ground after 3.0 seconds. Since it's being dropped, our initial velocity is 0. We're going to assume the top of the cliff is at 0 meters, and we want to find out x, which is how high is the cliff. To use this, we're going to use this middle equation because we have how high the cliff is x, what we're solving for. We have our initial x, our initial velocity, and we have time and acceleration. So let's solve this. Our initial position, or our final position, equals our initial position, which is 0, plus our initial speed times our time, which is 3, plus 1/2 times our acceleration times our time squared. So this is 0 plus, this is going to be 0, and for x we get negative 44.1 meters. It's negative because we defined the top of the cliff as 0, so it fell 44.1 meters. The second part, we want to ask how fast is it when it hits the ground. For this, I can use either this equation or this equation. I think this one's a little easier because we're not squaring things, so let's use this one. But we can use either one because we're looking for the final velocity. We have the initial velocity, we have acceleration, we have the change in distance, which was 44.1. This one, we have the initial velocity, we have the acceleration, and we have the time. Again, we're going to use this one. V equals our initial velocity, which was 0, plus negative 9.8 times our time, which was 3. 0 plus this, we get 29.4 in its velocity, so meters per second. Last thing is we want to know how long till the velocity is going downward at 10 meters per second. I'm going to use the third equation to figure this out. So my final speed, I want it to reach 10 meters per second. My initial velocity was 0, plus my acceleration due to gravity, times time. If I simplify this a little bit, I get negative 10 equals negative 9.8 t. And if I divide both sides by 9.8, I get 1.02 seconds.